Hi there, and welcome to Harbor Passage in St. John next to our working port. One of my favorite things about this great city is the culture and arts scene here. St. John is utterly steeped in history. It's the oldest incorporated city in Canada. These grounds we're walking on right now are the traditional and unceded territory of the Loyalist and Macbeth people, along with their indigenous neighbors, the Mi'kmaq and Passamaquoddy people. The treaties of peace and friendship with the British Crown were signed back in the 1700s. But of course, the use of this land goes back much farther than that, almost 5,700 years. Place Fort Latour is located on these traditional lands. It is another significant piece of New Brunswick history. This location was recently rebuilt and turned into a site for people to visit and learn about the rich history here. The original fort was a site of treachery, intrigue, and great battles. The stories here are truly exciting and inspiring. If you'd like to hear them, be sure to take in one of their excellent tours or attend an Indigenous story time here. Fort Latour is right on the waterfront. It was an important spot for trade and defense of the entire area. Now, I told you all that to tell you this. Around that same time when those treaties of peace and friendship were being signed, across the ocean, a certain writer by the name of William Shakespeare has been penning some of the greatest literature ever written. This summer, the St. John Theatre Company and Loyalist City Shakespeare have teamed up with Place Fort Latour to present an amazing outdoor performance of one of Shakespeare's greatest works, Macbeth. I am privileged and honored to be part of the cast of this show. I play the Thane of Ross, who seems to do nothing but bring people bad news. I'd like to introduce you to some of my castmates and some of the hardworking crew putting on this show and give you a bit of a behind-the-scenes look. Here's the fort before any of our show equipment is set up. It's like it was built to host this show. So here we are pre-show at the BMO Studio Theater. This is where all the magic starts. We head in here and get set for the show. Oh look, we're starting to run into cast members.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we see the pile of boots for all of our costumes. Mine is in here somewhere. The magical, amazing Allie Johnson, our costume mistress, has fixed this up for me. So somewhere in here you will see my boot. It's been freshly taped so that I don't fall down and die. Okay, looks like it's time to get our costumes on. Let's see if this is... Whoops! Okay, no, we can't go in there. Sorry. So here we are arriving at Fort Latour, getting things just about set up. I know that Narissa's going to be way too busy to talk to me later, so hi Narissa! Hi. This is our magical stage manager. She does absolutely everything and then some. Truly a miracle worker. Here's one of our backstage prop tables. We have a little bit of weaponry for the show. It's a tiny bit violent. We have some swords. Look, guess which one is mine? Yeah, that's right. It's the one that's in the sheath. It's not supposed to be taken out because it's too pointy. See? So we'll put that away. I'll just wear that on stage like a prop. All right, partway through, we've got some chairs for our audience. We've got some lights because it is going to get dark pretty soon. And we have our speakers because we've got all of our mics set up. Getting there. That's where the climactic final battle takes place. Starting to get into the pre-show fight rehearsals now. They do them first at slow speed and then they do them right up to full speed. So behind me there's Macbeth and Macduff. both got their big swords, and they're going to do a fight rehearsal in a few minutes. I'd like to introduce you to Madison. She is the soldier who's in that sword fight that we just saw. It's extremely cool. And look, she's still alive. How is that?
What?
What's your favorite part of fight training?
Oh gosh. I think I want to say just like holding the sword. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, just like all of it, just learning so many new things. Yeah.
This has been extremely cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Present to you Banquo pre-murder. Oh, almost dead, but not quite.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you can keep that for now. Keep that for now. Oh! Treachery! Flag advance! Flag! Flag! No man's revenge! As low as possible. Yeah. That way it doesn't like blow up on us.
I feel like I should be wearing sunglasses too, so I'm not squinting all the time. This is my good friend Beth. How many roles do you play in this play?
I play 5.
5 roles. I have 1 and I can barely do that. What's your favorite one of the 5?
Well, I auditioned to be the witch, so I really wanted to be a witch, but I have to say my favorite is the porter because it's putting me out of my comfort zone, doing a comedic role. I've always wanted to do comedic roles, but I always get the, you know, lady and fancy lady and or mean lady or someone's mom. Yeah. So I'm really excited. Love being the porter because she's funny.
Oh yes, yeah.
And I like getting to play Macbeth's wife because I get to scene with Scott because we don't get to act together very often.
It's a really sweet, nice scene. Actually. Yeah, it's fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. I would like now to introduce you to the hero of the play. This is Macbeth.
Hello.
Hi, this is Luke. He's actually pretty new to St. John. He just came to us from Ontario. How does it feel to be the hero of the play and win every time you do a sword battle?
It feels really good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I did the play before and I died every time, so I get to live at the end,
This is
and that
poetic
feels
justice,
it feels pretty amazing.
Excellent.
It's a lovely play at the end.
I think my favorite part is when he lifts up Macbeth's head at the end. It's really kind of gruesome. And, the more I think about this play, the more it turns my stomach. Hey, this is Sandra Bell. She's trying to run away from me, but this is the director of our play. Say hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah, well done. Okay, good. Yeah, we got the joke in. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Luke. We've got our curtains up now, so we have our backstage area. This all has to be set up and taken down every single night because the fort is still working during the day and doing their tours. So all of this gets set up and taken down every single day.
Sandra gave me the note, like, make sure the head is turned away at the end. It was in a different position than I thought it was, so when I turned it, I just made it look at everybody.
All right, this is my good friend Mike. We just met on this set, and it's been fantastic. I've loved every minute of working with this guy. So how many roles do you play in this show?
2.
I
I'm
guess.
Bagwell,
Yeah.
and I was going to be a smart aleck and say, Bagwell, murderer bee, and charming person, but
Well, that's true too. But if you do count live Banquo and dead Banquo, you're actually 2 there.
it's true. Oh, and Ghost King Banquo.
Yes,
too.
Ghost King Banquo.
I feel like I'm some weird line of action figures that no child wants.
Hey, can you show us,
I don't want
can you show us your pose for when you're haunting Macbeth at the dinner table?
She's at Jack's house, so if you're telling me
Okay, I'm too scared. I'm gonna stop. Heading out front to line up for our mic check. Make sure everybody can hear us over the trains and the trucks. If you listen really carefully, you might be able to hear the sound of bagpipes across the water of the Navy barracks. We're gonna call that a good pre-show omen, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah. You've heard.
Not gonna come in until later tomorrow morning, okay? And I was like, that's good. They just asked me if I could come in and
this song about there's a fire. I know that one. No. That's the. No, I know. Yeah, I'm.
All right, here we are backstage again. I would like to introduce you to my good friend Matt.
Hi.
Hi, this is Matt. Matt is one of the witches, believe it or not.
Witch number 2.
Yeah, number 2. And now, how does it feel to be the only bearded witch?
It feels pretty gosh darn good,
Yeah?
actually, I gotta say. Because that saves the other 2 actresses from having to, apply hairy moles on their faces or wear fake beards. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
What a pal. He's such a nice guy. So how are you like a witch in real life?
I kind of identify as pagan, I guess. So there we go.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a big step. I've always been very interested in witchcraft and history and things like that, and little charms and potion making and tarot readings. So it's all sorts of fun stuff.
Very nice. See, now you can look that up. And we're not typecasting, but I'm telling you, witch number 2. Watch for him.
I fought for this role. I was made for this role. So, yeah.
All right, I finally tracked down the man himself. He's holding a sword. It doesn't mean that he's going to attack, but you never know. This is Cameron. Cameron is playing Macbeth. So what has been, now I know you're going to say that the sword training and the fight training has been your favorite thing. I'm sure of that, right?
Yes,
Yes,
of course.
okay.
The fight training has been excruciatingly painful in a way where my body feels it every time I go home. But it's for the better of the show.
It's very hard on the wrists, or so I'm told. Now, what would you say has been the most challenging scene you did as Macbeth?
The most challenging scene, that's a good question, Scott. I feel like this may be a little bit of a cop-out and maybe be a little cliche, but so many people approach the dagger scene differently, and I didn't want to think too hard about the dagger scene because I thought that if I thought too hard about it, I was going to more perform it, not feel it. So there was a lot of more, I would say the one I went over the most while memorizing my lines was the dagger scene, to know that I had it down, so I I don't think about the words, I just think about the feelings now.
Yeah, and honestly, that's one of my favorite scenes that Cameron does too. I think it's amazing. I wish you could all see it. But, yeah, awesome. Looking forward to seeing it tonight. Thank you
guys.
All right. Okay, so Hannah's holding a knife. Apparently, she says she's holding it for Kiefer. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So this is Hannah, and there's Kiefer. Hello.
He's so
Say hi,
polite.
Kiefer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she was actually holding it for somebody. Okay. Now, what is your character's name?
I'm Lennox.
Lennox. Okay. So can you tell us all about Lennox?
So Lennox is like this guy who's a gossip for sure. I don't like Macbeth. That's my main character trait. Is I think he's a dirty liar. And he absolutely killed the guys he said he didn't. So I spend most of the play talking him and making him uncomfortable.
Oh, yes. And it works. It makes everybody paranoid. Like I'd say, I always bring people bad news. I get the bad news from her first, and then I bring it to everybody else. So it kind of looks like my fault.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, very nice.
So then nobody thinks it's my fault.
Right, of course.
Yeah, it's your fault the Macduff family dies, not mine. I did not tell Macbeth that.
It's in the script somewhere, I guess. Okay, and now Kiefer, right here. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Kiefer's first performance with the theater company, so we're really happy to have him. He's kind of new blood here. So, you play two characters in the show.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I play Malcolm and I play Fleance.
Malcolm and Fleance. Okay, so in real life, which one do you think you would like better?
Well, Fleance is me when I'm 14, and Malcolm is me when I'm a little older.
Okay.
Like, Fleance, I bring out my immaturity when I try to portray him. The side of me that is... Both characters are very much tied to their fathers with regards to their role. I bring out the side of me that is attached to my father and very dependent upon him.
Yeah.
And I have to lose that eventually.
Right.
And so too with Malcolm, I'm very much in the shadow of my father, trying to compare up to him, and I try to play that up as well. I am forced to play a role, quite literally, that I feel I'm not ready for, but I'm thrust up into.
Yeah, and this is all stuff that has been kind of figured out as we've been doing the play. It's not really in the scripts per se. I mean, it's all these words that are just there, but trying to build a character out of that from the things that you've actually kind of made happen as you progressed as you go. It's really something to see.
Acting is a personal art.
Yeah,
it brings. You always bring yourself into the character.
Yeah, very true. Which is why Shakespeare should be seen and not just read.
You're too kind.
This is the glorious Doug.
Jesus.
Yeah, just came back from a bit of a stroll. The bathrooms are not very close here, so it's a bit of a walk. But so this is Doug.
Hi there.
Doug plays our king as well as a murderer, right?
And the doctor.
And the doctor. Oh yeah, so 3 roles. Yeah, again, I can do one. Just one. So now, do you know how many Shakespeare plays have you done with the company?
I've lost count.
Yeah,
I think
there's a lot.
at least, I'm sure about 20.
Are you always the king?
I've been the king. This is my second shot at the king.
Only the
but
second?
I'm
That's
not
bad.
always the king.
Oh, okay.
As you know.
I do, yes.
There you go.
Not always. Most of the time, we feel that he's a king no matter what he does.
I'm into the elder person roles currently.
It's
no,
the distinguished
no Hamlet
gray.
for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do a geriatric Hamlet.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Oh yeah. So, how do you like being the murderer in this play? Is that a challenging role for you?
Well, it is actually. I mean, I can't even play an evil character in a video game. So, yeah. But it's fun, I mean, sometimes the villains are the most fun characters on the stage.
It's
so,
true.
Yeah,
it's true.
I guess it's fun because it's so out of what I would see myself doing.
Yeah, very much. So, just like Kiefer was saying, we bring ourselves. We also have to take ourselves out.
Yeah, exactly.
First, what I'm going to say.
I'm about to interview Christina. She thinks that I'm going to give her some time to prepare, but I'm not. So, hey, here's Christina. Hi. Christina's our Lady Macbeth, and she's been in several Shakespeare plays. You played Beatrice in Much Ado About Nothing, and Kate in Taming of the Shrew. Prospera in The Tempest, right? So out of all those, thank you. I'm a fan. So you've seen so many different Shakespeare roles. You've done so many of these. Which one do you think has been your favorite?
That's really hard to say because I've
it's a tough
enjoyed
one,
them all so much, but it probably has to be this one.
Yeah.
Because the opportunity to play such a villainous character, I think, so different from all the rest that I've played.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
also just this group that we're working with has just been phenomenal, and the outdoor space and just the uniqueness of this show is just it's been an incredible experience.
Together. Yeah, this has really been tremendous. So,
yes, for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
I'm getting close to showtime, the audience has begun to arrive. This is the view from backstage. The house is open, so the audience is starting to arrive, and that means that we're going to be calling for places pretty quickly, so that means I have to put away my cell phone and get ready for the show. Just come off the stage for our third performance, and as of the time I'm recording this, our entire run is sold out. We're having an amazing time here. Thank you for spending some time with us. Hope you enjoy.